Hi, this is Mark the Meerkat with the two trades of the day. That's right, two trades today. I'm going to show you one of mine and one from one of our chat room members here from the Grok day trading chat room. All right, let's take a look at the first one, and it was on mRNA this morning, and it was just after opening here. You can see that it was on our list, but we lost track of it, trading some other things. Look at these opportunities here. It was broke down here, and then it was a low base here, right on its closing line. Bam, it broke down, and now it's low basing here, right on its S1 pivot line. Broke down, and this is when we saw it, and then it did a bear pullback, came right back up and hit its head there on this S1 pivot line and started to roll down. So I quickly set up a trade to go short, and let's see what happened next here. And boom, now it started to fall, and by the time I got the trade set up and I got in, I was in at short at 61.96. 61.96 I'm short on mRNA. And look at the volume that came in as I went in. Look at biggest volume here since the opening. So let's see what happened after that then. So let's pull it up here. Now that we're in this trade, now my stop then is automatically set at 1% behind here. At 1% behind, I am is my stop automatically activated. And now let's see, bam, bam, bam. Now in the next 3 minutes, and look at that, it proceeded to drop, 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 drop. And I'm bringing my stop down here to this 8 EMA. But then it started to stall down here, so I immediately set up a half order to cover half, and I have it sitting here ready to go. And the next candle, I believe it was, came down. There it is. This next candle, I went ahead and I took out half here at 58.99, 58.99 for 4.8% on the first half. And I was bringing my stop along this 8 EMA, and then all of a sudden in this candle, kaboom! It went right. How much of a candle is that? That sucker just went up just bounced up 2%, up over 3% from its low, and it stopped me out at $60.21 for 2.8% on the second half. So for this trade here, let's take a look at it again here. It was a low basing here, did a bear pullback, and as it fell, I got in. Not my best entry, but I got in, and then it proceeded to fall with huge volume, and then it was low basing down here on lower volume. So I took out half, and then it just turned around at over 2% spike up and stopped me out. So this total trade was for 3.8% in 7 minutes. Wow, now that's a good trade. And we'd love to have those in our Grok day trading chat room, as many as we can. But I want to tell you about a trade from Tuesday the 23rd. It wasn't my trade. It was one of my Grok day trading chat room members' trades. In fact, this person has just started trading 2 months ago, went through our mentoring program a month ago, and this was his lifetime record trade. So it was on FFHL. And he says, I'll quote the chat here for you. He said, I'm glad to be out of FHHL. Now, we had, in the chat room, I had called a trade, and we'd gotten out with a 14% trade, which is exceptionally good. But he says, I'm glad I'm out of it. And I said, wow, this FFHL, after it went to a $10.49 high of day, it is now down to $8. He says, well, let me tell you about what I did. And then, so let me pull up that chart right now. So here's the chart on FFHL. And Gabriel says, hey, I got filled at $6.54. And then I got out at $9.35. And now I said, wow, that's a lot. So we just take a look at this on this chart. So here it was after opening here. It was basing right here. It had been moving big, big, big that day. Here it was high basing. So he'd set a trade right up here, ready to go long on this high base. And then it broke out. And watch this. Now it breaks out. Boom, look at that. And it's really wild. Look at it, just riding up here. And guess what? It went up so much. If it goes up more than 10% in 3 minutes, like here, it went up 16% in 3 minutes. It got halted there. It halted here right now. So right now he has to just wait for 5 minutes, and so he said he moved his stop up under this 200 moving average and waited to see what happened after it opens from this halt. Here it is, still halted, and then boom, look at that. It exploded to the upside. Immediately brought his stop up along this 8 EMA, And this is way overextended, folks. This is 9% away just from the 8 EMA. 9% there on one candle. What a range. It's likely to get halted again. In fact, at this point, I'm in the trade, and I'm telling people where my stop is and what I'm doing with it. I'm saying it might get halted again. It might get halted again here. And then look at that. It pulled back right to that 8 EMA. He had to stop below that. He's rolling it up. But now it's getting way overextended up here. Way over. It blew up above $9 again. Big, big, big volume here. And he was pulling his stop up here because, again, it's likely to get halted again here. And it was on the next candle. It pulled back just enough and stopped him out at that $9.35. And then guess what? It did get halted right after that for 5 minutes and then started to take off again. But this is the point that he got out. So then I said in my chat, I said, oh my goodness, Gabriel, that's a 42.9% trade. Whoo, doggies. And he said back, he says, yeah, biggest trade of my life. And so he was so happy to do that. Now he's been, again, he just went through our mentoring program, and he's been tracking his trades as he's been doing it in what's called the trade log. And he says here, he says, I'm so happy to put this trade into my trade log before I send it to you. This is my 24th trade since the mentorship just 3.5 weeks ago. And and then he sent us those in blocks of 25 to review the trades. Well, this was one heck of a trade to review. So congratulations, Gabriel, on your lifetime high for a single trade. And not only that, you're trading very, very well. And if you want to get the same training that Gabriel had, or you'd like to join us in the day trading chat room, just go to groktrade.com, and look for details on our mentoring program or on how to join the Grok day trading chat room. This is Mark the Meerkat. Hey, just remember, you need to be in this to learn to trade well, not just to make money. And may your winners run.